Boom. Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, no problem. So basically 2 types of Zoom calls. One is for brand new ambassadors and another is just a random opportunity Zoom that you're doing for your entire team. Okay. So we'll go over the one for your brand new ambassadors first. The idea is to get a Zoom call set up with them and 3 to 5 people within their first week of joining your team. And that could be if they're a wholesale ambassador. It could be if they are your next rock star. Like, whoever they are, you challenge them to get a Zoom call with 3 to 5 people.
Okay.
And you want it small because whoever's hosting it, like if they're directly under you, Shelby, they're going to be, you're going to be the host and you're going to be able to watch everybody while it's going down. Okay. 3 to 5 people, and they'll be like, I can't do it. Be like, yes, you can. It's going to help you get your products for free, and we're going to get you some momentum going. So in a week, do it. Okay. So then at that meeting, what you're going to do, people come in, your newbie is going to welcome everyone to the meeting.
Okay.
And then she's going to introduce you as her upline. And so she'll say, this is Shelby. She's my amazing upline, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then from there, you take over the meeting. Now, it's going to be very short, like 20 minutes. So anybody who, like my Zoom, I don't have a paid one. I have a free one. The meetings are 40 minutes. Okay. So the meetings are 40 minutes. You keep it very short. So anyone can do this. Okay. So once you take over, hi, I'm Shelby. I'm so glad to be here. I'm really excited that you're joining Lori's journey. Okay. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our products, how they've affected me, a little bit about our business and how it's affected me. And so from there, and you just kind of look around and see if anybody's paying attention, if they're nodding, you're basically looking the whole time. And you've also got a pad of paper right by you, ready to take notes. Okay. So how we do it is we talk about the Fab 5. So we don't give the entire product line because you don't have a ton of time. So Slim, X Factor, Mega X, ProBio 5, and BioCleanse. And then what I will do ahead of time is talk to whoever's party it is that we're hosting or whoever's Zoom call we're hosting. And I'll say, okay, do you know of any health concerns that your people have? So if she's like, well, my mom has arthritis and da-da-da-da, then I know I'm going to touch on ease as well. Or it's all new moms. Okay, great. We're going to talk about edge and natural energy. So you can add a few products to that, but really, I believe everybody needs the Fab 5 and everything else is going to be on top. So definitely talk about that. And then ask if there's anything else, any ailments that they know of that we should cover. And so then after that, so you'll cover those. And during that time, you can either weave in stories of how those products have helped you. Or you can do that after. You're good. Do you need to do something?
No, I'll be just right back. Hang on 1 second, okay? I want to go water. I'm so sorry. Hang on 1 second.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine.
Here, baby. Take a look. Okay. I'm so sorry, Crispy.
Yeah, you're totally fine, girl. I have kids too, so I totally get it. They're just all at school. One day they will grow up. Yeah, one day they will grow up and you can do this without distraction. Okay, so but no worries, seriously. Okay, so Fab 5 for sure, and then add any products that they have told you, you know, any ailments that their people coming might have. And so then what I do, depending on the day, I'll either weave my story into that. So talking about how Slim has helped you, how X Factor, you can really tell a difference when you don't take it, how BioCleanse, you thought you were regular, but you weren't. And, you know, I mean, however you want to weave that story in. And then as you do that, you're watching people. So like when you say, like for me, my story was all about energy. I was 3 years postpartum and still was like super tired, unmotivated. And so I might say something like, I needed energy. That's all I needed. And you'll look around and you'll see people be like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, so then you'll say, like, you see how we have our names on here? They'll be like, okay, Energy, Shelby, and you'll write that down.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're kind of taking notes as you're going along. Okay, and so you've got your products, you've got your story, and then you're going to talk about the opportunity. And it doesn't have to be very detailed. You know, people, if they're not looking for this opportunity, they don't necessarily care about cars and trips because that seems unattainable, right? They can't get there right now. So what we want to talk about is getting your products for free and possibly making some extra fun money or paying bills. So think about, so what I talk about is that there's an easy way to get your products for free. I talk about selling products to 4 or 5 people and help you get your products for free. And don't we all want free products? So people are going to be like, yeah, free. And so you write their names down. Yes, free. Okay. Right? And then you can talk about a little bit about commission. You can talk a little bit about, I usually say something about like preferred bonuses, like when people buy from you, if you get them on a recurring thing, you get a little bonus for that. So just ways that they can get their products for free or ways that they can get a little extra fun money. And you kind of weave your story into that too. So for us, my story, I wanted to quit my job, my full-time job that I've been at a gymnastics center for 10 years. I was managing our office, and my husband said I needed to replace my salary. And I was able to do that with Plexus. And so people will be like, you replaced your salary. I mean, that's a big deal. And so if you see people react, write that down. Like, okay, they might be interested in this as a real business. Or if maybe yours is like, you know what, I just wanted a little fun money to go to Target and buy stuff from the dollar bin when I wanted to. Like, I didn't want to have to worry about it. I just wanted to be able to do that, or buy gifts for people or whatever. And if you see people like, yeah, girl, I love dollar bin at Target. Like, I want to buy the whole thing. Okay. So you write that down too, because they need a little money or they need a lot of money. But you're just kind of weighing it out. Okay. So you're done talking about the products, your personal testimony with the products, your the opportunity, and then your testimony with the opportunity. Okay. And so you've written all these notes. And then you go, okay, you guys, that's really all I have tonight. I see, Shelby, I saw you nodding your head when I talked about energy. Is that something that you're lacking? Do you need energy in your life? So you have to be a little bold for your people. And then Shelby, you might go, yeah, girl, like, yeah, energy sucks. Okay, great. Well, so you're going to love Plexus Slim, and you're going to love Edge and X Factor. And so when we get off this call, we're going to pretend it's Lori's call. When we get off this call, Lori's going to call you and we're going to get you set up. Okay. And then you go, yeah, I mean, okay. You assume that sale for your person. Okay. And then you're like, you know, and I also saw, Lori, you were nodding whenever I talked about spending that money at Target. Do you go to Target all the time? And Lori would be like, yeah, girl, I go to Target all the time. Do you feel limited when you're at Target? Yes. Okay. Well, I don't want you to feel that way. Do you think that you could maybe benefit from our business opportunity? And Lori might say yes, she might say no. And then you go, okay, well, when we get off this call, Shelby's going to call you and tell you a little bit more about it. Okay. So you're just assuming, and I can't wait to have you on my team. So you just assume it. And I can't wait to have you on my team. You're going to love shopping at Target, girl. Okay. And you're going to love getting products for free. So you just assume that sale for your people. Okay. And then you turn it over to whoever is your host. You say, guys, I'm so excited you had me here tonight. I cannot wait to follow up with Shelby and see how this went. And I can't wait to have you guys on our team and on these products. They will change your life. And I'm excited to hear your story. Okay. And then as the host, you say, Shelby, are you good? Okay, great. And then you go. Okay. Now it's Shelby's turn. You've assumed the sale for her. And now it's Shelby's turn to make that happen. Okay. So that's with your newbies. That's something that you want to do with every single one, whether they're wholesale ambassadors or they are runners on your team. Okay. Or even if they're just people who are wanting to get their products free. I mean, you do this for every single person, and you will have some pushback, and you just say, no, just do it. It'll be fun. Okay. We'll have fun. You don't have to do, you won't have to do a ton. If they are brand new and they don't feel comfortable with you leaving them at the end of the meeting, you stay and you help them sell. Okay. And you can do that from your phone, or from Zoom. You can screen share and have their website, and you can type it in and do it for them. Okay. So when you hover at the bottom, it says screen share, and then it'll pull up your screen. Okay. So you can go to their website, and now you're training them too. Like you're training your newbie on how to sign people up. And okay, so this is where you go. We're going to hit join Plexus. Okay, what is your information? Da, 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 and you can get them signed up. So I would only do that if it's a really small group and they trust each other, because you're putting out credit card information.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Or if they're not comfortable with that, say, okay, well, me and Lori and I are going to call you on a 3-way call in here in just a second, and we'll get you signed up. And then you help them go through that. Okay. So does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that?
No, it all makes sense.
Okay, good. And then, so the other opportunity meeting that we'll talk about is just a regular Zoom meeting. So this is one you would open up to your entire team. We meet once a month, although, like I said, we're not doing it this Monday because it's Labor Day. But so what you want to do for these meetings, they're going to be a little bit more broad.
Okay.
You're going to have more people in attendance, so it's not going to be as targeted to watching people and pointing them out. Now, if everybody's watching their own people at the meeting, it's going to be really good. So what you would do first is create an invite so that your people can share it. Okay. And they want to share it personally, not blanket on their Facebook page. Okay. So we just find if you make a personal invite, like even if it's a private message to you and I say, Shelby, I'm doing this meeting. It's from the comfort of your own home. And this is something I'm really passionate about. Will you please just show up and support me? Like make it personal and ask them to support you. And then they'll go, yeah. And you say, it's going to be 30 minutes tops with some questions and answers at the end if you want to stay. Okay. And so when you take the pressure off and you ask them to support you as a person, I find that it's really helpful that they're like, of course I want to support you. You're my friend. Like, why wouldn't I do that? Okay. And when you say it's going to be 30 minutes, it's not like, okay, this thing's going to be drawn out, all that. Okay. So make a personal invite, and then you want to set a goal for your team. So have them set that goal of 3 to 5 people to attend. So it would just be like your smaller one. But with that goal in mind, if you really wanted to make it successful, you could set up a little prize. So the person who has the most people show up could get, I don't know, like a pack of Slim. I don't know. Or, you could have a little trinket if you wanted to do that. So if you do one first and no one's working it, maybe adding that little motivation could help. Okay. You could even say like $1 for every person you bring to the highest person. Yeah. So even if they bring 20 people, that's just $20. Like if you split that between you and the other hosts, it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay? Yeah. So the first Zoom call, it's all on the sponsor. They do everything. On this Zoom call, you spread the love. So you want your team involved because you want them to feel like they've got a stake in it. I mean, it's not just your deal and we're bringing people. It is, okay, so Shelby, you're going to be presenting the products. Lori, you're going to be presenting the opportunity. Christy, you're going to be doing your product testimony. And Susie Q, you're going to be doing your business testimony. Okay. And so now those 4 people at least have a say in what's going on in the meeting. They have something where they can go, okay, Jenny, I really need you to come to this meeting. I'm nervous. I'm presenting my testimony, and I just really need to see a familiar face on the computer. Can you please show up? Okay. And so Jenny doesn't know that you've been praying for her to join your team for 5 years and blah, 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 but she finally got her there because you're speaking and she's a friend and she's like, of course I will support you. I'll be there. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. So assign out those parts. Do not take it all on your own, and give time frames to those people. A lot of times when you have newer people presenting, they get nervous. They go over time. So coach them a little bit. You're empowering them. So tell them to write notes. Help them come up with those notes if they don't know what to say, and give them a time frame. Like, okay, your section is 5 minutes for the products. And in this meeting, you can go a little bit deeper into the products. I still would not present all of them. Okay. I would stick to the Fab 5, and then I usually throw in Edge, Ease, and Block. Okay. And I know that's a lot of them, but it can definitely be done quickly. So if you're needing practice with that, you can listen to the weekly opportunity meetings with Sonia Dudley. She does them very fast, and just 1 to 2 sentences. You want to lead them to enough information where they have questions. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So somebody does the products, and then everybody's introducing everybody. So I might do the products and I'll say, okay, and you've heard about these products. I know it's not all the information you're looking for. You're going to get with the person who brought you tonight, and we'll also have some time for questions and answers at the end. Right now, I want to introduce you, Shelby. She has an amazing testimony with these products, and I cannot wait for you to hear her story. It's amazing. Shelby, go for it. And so then each person is passing it off to the next person.
Okay.
All the way to the end. And so another position that you could have in this meeting, which we've done before, is to have a host. So like if it's me, I'm not presenting the opportunity or anything, but I'm hosting. So, hey guys, it's Christy. I'm so excited you came to our opportunity meeting tonight. We're going to get the ball rolling because I really want to respect your time. And so here, so coming up next is Shelby. She's going to tell us about the products. And then when you're done, I would say, Shelby, thank you so much. I love our products. Edge is my favorite right now. And I can't wait for you guys to hear Lori's story. She has a great story about Edge. Lori, would you mind sharing with us? Okay, so you can have a host. So that will give one more person just a claim.
A job. Okay.
Yeah, a job and some interest in inviting people. So you want to make people feel important and get them excited about the meeting. Okay, so then after the meeting, you're going to run it similar to how we did the newbie meeting as far as the order goes, and as far as the depth you go into the opportunity. Now, in this opportunity, I would maybe go a little bit deeper because you don't know who you have on the call. You don't know. Somebody may be looking for a job opportunity. You might mention there's also an opportunity to win a free car, free trips, and huge money in our pool bonuses. And so if you'd like more information about that, if you're looking to supplement an income like I did, let me tell you how I did that, okay? So you can definitely go a little bit deeper into this. It needs to be a more broad meeting.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then I would coach my people too afterwards, like I was saying in our newbie meeting, you're watching and taking note, have them watch their own people in the meeting and kind of take note when you talk about lack of energy and when I talk about money and who's saying what. And so then whoever is hosting or the last person can wrap it up and say, we're going to open it for questions and answers. I'm going to tell you that typically people do not ask questions. If they do, it's one or two people, and that's totally fine. And so you open it up and then you say, okay, we are so thankful that you guys came tonight. Time is precious, and we're proud that you spent that with us. Thank you. Whoever brought you to this meeting is going to be following up with you shortly about this meeting, and we are so excited that you joined us. Just something like that. Wrap it up, but give them the expectation that they are going to be called and followed up with.
Okay.
And then that is the trick. Have your people call them. So not texting, not messaging, call and say, Jenny, thank you so much. I cannot believe I just did that. Thank you for supporting me. And then just say, so what did you think? I know I really haven't talked to you about Plexus a lot. What did you think of that meeting? And then just get an idea of her. Now, maybe you were watching Jenny and you saw that when I talked about energy, she was nodding her head, and you go, yeah, I saw you nodding your head when Christy talked about energy. Is that something you're like, how many cups of coffee do you drink a day? Something like that. So you're engaging your group, and then from there, hopefully they get sales and leads, especially, And then if they need you to help close that sale, then they can, if Jenny still has questions, I can be like, hey, hold on just real quick. I'm going to get Shelby on the line. She knows a lot more about this, and she's going to help us.
Okay.
So then I might call you and be like, Shelby, this is Jenny. She was just at our meeting. She loved it, but she has questions about Edge, and I'm so sorry. I just really don't, I'm still new. And so I just want to make sure I give her the right information. And then that's where you take over. So, okay, so that's how we do those opportunity meetings. Again, they're short, maybe 30 minutes with questions and answers at the end. But we just find when they run long and you go to these hour-long, 2-hour opportunities, girl, you're like,
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So that's how we do both of those. Do you have any questions about that?
I think the only question that I thought of ahead of time, was do you tell people in advance? We did a Zoom call last night, and one of the girls that got on was like, oh my God, I had no idea people could see me. What if I was in my underwear? And so do you kind of tell people ahead of time, this is a live meeting, or you can join without your camera on, or do you give them those details beforehand so they kind of know what they're going into?
Yeah, I don't think so, but I guess that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, so maybe you just say, hey, this is a Zoom call. If you haven't used it yet, it's a video conference.
Okay.
So
Okay.
maybe just say that. Say, but if you don't want to join it by video, you can join it by your phone.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I never thought of that. Oh my gosh. I'm glad we haven't had any underwear people show up.
I know.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's funny. I was like, well, I guess I never thought about that before.
Yes, me neither. Me neither. Oh well. You know what? If you want to meet in your underwear, do
I know,
it.
right? More power to you.
Just put the camera on your face, okay? We don't need to see it. That's funny. Okay, what else, girl?
That's all. Like
Okay.
I feel like you gave me a lot of good information.
Yay. Well, and let me tell you, like our Facebook parties, we've changed those too. So we used to do Facebook like what you were talking about, where
Yes.
you post a picture and then a video and then a da 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 da. And they moved fast, they were efficient, but we just found that it was
boring.
So what we do now, we still have some people who love Facebook parties, so we didn't want to get away from that. But we've just changed the format. Now you can go live in an event.
Okay.
And so they create an event. It's a private event. And they invite people. And the idea is to, again, personally invite. So you're going to get more and more people there if you personally invite. So we do incentives for our Facebook parties because this is also what we do for like how Pampered Chef hosts parties and things like that. This is more like a party rather than an opportunity meeting, I guess is how we do it. So we have, like if you were not with Plexus, but you wanted to get your products for free, we would say, okay, Shelby, you host a party. I'm going to be your sponsor there. I'll do the whole thing, but you're the host. So just like you would host a Pampered Chef party for your friend. Okay. And so you tell them to get, they have to personally invite people until they get 10 RSVPs. Yes.
Okay.
So personal invites until 10 RSVPs. And then after that, they can do a blanket invite to, a group invite to 20 people, but they don't want more than 50 people at the party. And the reason is it just gets a little crazy in the comments and stuff like that. But then we do exactly what we do in our Zoom meeting. We just go live. So we'll do the same thing where if it's a group of people doing a Facebook party, you can split out the duties. Or if it's just one person, if it's somebody hosting a party for me, then I would just do everything. We do sprinkle it in with a few slides. So like I have a welcome slide, like tell me how you know our host. Okay, so that's kind of like your roll call, like people are checking in.
Okay.
And then you'll say, stay tuned for our product video. I'll go live in 5 minutes. So you give people like 5 minutes to get there. Okay. And then you go live and you do your product video and your testimony. And then you post after that, we post like a photo album with all of our products in it and a link to our product page.
Okay.
And then from there, we do the same thing. Stay tuned. So here's all our products. Write questions underneath the pictures or just go, you can go to the website and check it out. And then but stay tuned. I'll be talking about our opportunity here in 5 minutes. So you very, very briefly talk about the opportunity. What you would do in our newbie training.
Okay.
Or our newbie Zoom call. If you were looking through our product pictures and you saw anything that you like, you can easily get those for free by hosting your own party or whatever. So you just kind of give them, this is very vague. Sorry, I wasn't.
This is good.
Yeah. But you can either set up an incentive, like if they sell so much, then you will purchase, a ProBio 5 or whatever. You can do that. A lot of people, maybe some people on your team can't afford to do that, and that's okay. So I wouldn't make that the precedent. Basically, you want to encourage them to sign up so that they can get their products for free. So you teach them basically how to be a wholesale ambassador and then get their products for free. So in the opportunity live video, you would talk about that a little bit and then about your success with the opportunity. But again, it's very, very short because you don't want them to get bored. Something that I've started doing, I'll put a little light music on in the background. So the live video isn't just me. It's like, the edge gets taken off when there's some music in the back. So you can even do that. And then at the end, you can, of that last video, you can even say, I'm going to open it up for questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and type those in and I'll answer those live right now. If not, then just know I will be following back up with you. within the
Okay.
next few days. And so, yeah. So it's a
Okay.
little bit different. To me, the Facebook parties are a little bit more cumbersome because it's not a face-to-face meeting. And so you can't openly talk. It's like a type-to-face. And so we don't do those as often as we do these Zoom ones. It's by far easier. You can see reactions. You can read people. You can get instant feedback from them based on their facial expressions.
Mm-hmm.
So we find them far more effective, but we still haven't abandoned Facebook parties. We've changed it. We use Facebook Live a ton. We used to post pictures of everything, and it was like, we're glad you're here. And then here comes the video. We play the video, and then here comes the products. And then do you have questions? So it felt very impersonal.
Yeah, it does.
And so with this, and I've even had like my host. So like if you were the host and I'm like your sponsor or whatever, even if you're just buying product, you could even start the meeting. So you would go live and be like, hey guys, thank you so much for joining.
Okay.
I know this is crazy. Like who does parties on Facebook, whatever, but I think it's cool that we can all be here in our PJs, and I'm going to turn it over to Christy. She's going to get this thing started. And so then I would take over from there. So anyone who you make an admin on that group page or on that event page can post a live video. So that's kind of cool. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to share with you. And I love Rainey.
I know.
She is so sweet. Are y'all doing the Ranked to Ruby retreat? Are y'all going to go for it?
Yes, we are. We're totally going for it. I'm kind of starting from the beginning. Like I have 5 points right now.
Hey,
go.
That's good. You know what? 5 points is more than 0.
Yeah,
so
it's true. Yeah.
Get excited about that and know that people have done it in way less time, right?
I mean, right. Exactly. Yeah.
But that's good.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
You're welcome. I'm going to stop the recording.
Yes.